Good morning. You join me on a Sunday lunchtime at home, and this is my new project. Welcome to All the Gear, Some Idea. As you can see, this is a Ford Cortina. Those are eagle-eyed of you. If you're not eagle-eyed, obviously, this is a Ford Cortina, a Mk5 variant, 1979. I've had it a couple of months now, and it's got a bit of work it's carrying out. That was literally a Lamborghini that just drove by. I don't know if you saw that in the camera there. That was mad. Awesome. Right. Um, yes, so this is my Mk5 Ford Cortina, as I've said. I've had it a couple of months now. I bought it to get into classic motoring. I wanted a classic car for a while. I had a Ford Capri long time ago, and obviously those of you who know Cortinas and Capris, they're pretty much the same floor pan, with a different body. It's a 1.6 variant. I'll show you around the car in more detail in just a second. However, as you could tell, this is a welder, and it does unfortunately need some welding. So I've been, excuse me, getting on with that over the past few months. You might not have seen. This is why I haven't been on the channel much. I've been cracking on with this. So yeah. Without further ado, let's show you around. Here it is then. The Mk5 Cortina in all its glory. See if I can hold the camera steady enough for you to look at it. What do you think then, guys? It's a bit worse for wear. The body's not too bad. There's a few little stone chips and stuff on the bonnet and on the roof. But in general, the actual bodywork isn't too bad. It could be a lot worse. There's a little bit of bubbling there on the front wing. That's going to be coming off anyway. You'll see that in a second. Paint sort of faded. I think this is since I bought it. I'm keeping it under a cover, so don't want it to get any, excuse me, more rusty than it already is. But yeah, as you can see, I've got some bits off at the moment, and we are carrying out some welding repairs. I'd just like to say before anyone decides to comment in the comments, I am not a professional welder. I weld as a hobby. Obviously, I make sure it's structurally sound. It might not be the cleanest you see, and it's not by far going to be the best you'll ever see, but it's there, it's doing its job, and yeah, that's all I can say about it really. It will be back on the road, and it will be hopefully whole and reasonably rust free. But you can see I took this wing off so we could do some repairs to the floor pan. This jacking point had a hole in it. I'll stick a picture of that in the video now. Um, well, it was wholly. I made the hole bigger so I could put a repair in there. So there is a repair patch there around the jacking point. Most of this on the outside is stuff that was already there. I put a few welds in where there was a few extra holes, but you can see some patches have gone in here in the past for whatever reason. And you'll see the extent to my absolute shoddy welding now as we go inside the car. So the total, if I show you the other side, the inner sill on the car, obviously that's been welded previously, but the inner sill and the floor pan needs work all the way along, and that's what I'm currently tackling on this side. So we've got inner sill on this side all the way along. As I say, it's shoddy as fuck, but we're getting there, and we're going up to the arch as well. It's all coming away, so that's all going to have to be repaired. But if we look at the floor pan at the front, I'm actually making progress here. So I put some panels in the front there, a little one there, and I've just put that piece in for the floor pan. That's a piece of right angled section which is then plug welded onto the inner sill, and then the outer sill will obviously cover that when it's done. I'm going to be cutting a line here for the outer sill in this groove all the way along, and then obviously weld the new sill to that. Got all the panels ready to go. Just need to crack on and get it done. Obviously, majority of the interior is stripped out at the minute. Interior is in excellent condition. I'm really impressed with it. The seats are good. The carpet's good. I'm probably going to get some new underlay to go in. That was that Lamborghini again. I'm sure he's trying to annoy me. He's not. I'm actually enjoying it. It's gone. um, but yeah, as I say, I'll get some new soundproofing to go in. Little foam to go over the floor just before you put the carpet in. But yeah, as I say, inside it's in relatively good condition. Roof lining looks good too. Loving that. But yeah, it's definitely a labour of love, this one. I'm hoping to get it on the road this year. That'll be nice. If we head back outside. Ooh, I'll tell you one thing I'm really impressed with. When I got the car, right, these doors were an absolute arse to open and close, right? But now, oh, you just let them float close. It's amazing. What they were doing is literally I could open it. This door here, I had to physically pull on it proper hard to get it open, but it was where they haven't been used. Just a bit of WD-40 on these catches, and they're absolutely perfect now. So you just love it. Gotta love it. Just like a Golf. No, it's not nothing like a Golf. It's a Ford. So this is another panel I put in. So this is what they called the ski slope. Obviously that was a big rust hole. I'll insert a picture for that now. I haven't touched any of this yet because most of this will be done when I put the new sill on. So obviously the outer sill runs all the way along, and then I'll have to put an extra piece in, perhaps maybe in the corner here where it meets up with the ski slope. Yeah, so then again, some more repairs in there. Please do excuse the shoddy welding. So that's that for now. So obviously that's the section of floor that I haven't put in yet, and obviously you can see down the front the section that I have done. There is a little bit as well there, just below behind the seatbelt mount. I'm going to cut out and put a fresh patch in there as well. Moving on to the rear arch, again, it's seen better days. I believe this has had outer arches previously. One thing I didn't know, and you'll see again the extent of the rust in here, is actually inside there. I'm not sure if you see it, but there is expanding foam, right? And that is fitted from the factory, believe it or not. That was something that I didn't know. So thanks to the Mk4 Mk5 Cortina forum on Facebook for that. Mk4 Mk5 Cortina group or forum or fanatics they're called, if I remember rightly. So yeah, you can see again the arch, the inner arch where it meets the floor, needs some attention all the way back. One thing I am pleased with is the chassis legs themselves. The chassis itself is actually in not bad condition. A wire brushing and a fresh coat of stone chip or underseal, it should be lovely. So yeah, looking at the underside, see the rear axle there. Not looking too bad. I was told that it's had a refurbished axle put in when I bought it. It does have a bit of a grumble when you're driving it up the road. I have driven it on the road previously, just to get it home, and I did do like one journey in it before I realised how extensive the rust was, and so I had to take it off the road and get it sorted. But yeah, I know Cortinas can go up in strut towers, sorry, the spring sort of cups in the chassis, and again, these are all in good condition. One thing you might notice as well is it's all been polybushed, which obviously is pretty awesome. I'm planning to put some lowering springs in there. I think going to go 2-inch lower or an inch lower, one or two. And then I want to change the wheels for like the Capri 4-spoke wheels or Escort RS style 4-spoke wheels, you know. I'm not sure if I'm going to go genuine or go for the aftermarket ones that you can buy. But yeah, so as I say, some extensive welding to be carried out. I mean, to be honest with that bit here, I'm probably going to flap disc that back, put a bit of filler in there, and yeah, do the old pretend it's not there trick for now. Ooh, that doesn't mean to say I might not sort it out properly in the future, but we shall see. Again, back on the bootleg stuff. It's got a few stone chips here and there. Again, I'll probably flap disc those back and then a skim of filler over the top, and then perhaps we'll just respray the whole panels and see how that goes. I know you can get the cardinal red, which is colour this is, rattle cans on eBay and stuff, so hopefully we can get that sorted. But looking at the extent of the rust, look, you can see, if I show you in the front of the rear arch, obviously that's going through to the outer sill, and much the same on here, and you can see that the inner sill as well is not looking good on that side. So I got a funny feeling I'm gonna have more fun trying to sort this side out than what I have done the other so far. Obviously there's been welding repairs on this sill previously. It's not in the original shape, and yeah, the front floor pan where the wing meets the floor as well in this side doesn't look the best. So looking at the jacking point again at the front on the offside, you can get somewhat idea of what it looked like on the other side if I show you in there. And yeah, you can see it's not looking too clever on the floor side of things on the upside front. So yeah, and then just when I thought the problems couldn't get any worse, I mean, to be fair, the next problem isn't actually that bad, but it just adds to the list. So I'll cut it there and show you under the bonnet. Right then, so here we go, the business end under the bonnet. As you can see, 1600 Pinto, the original engine, in reasonable condition. A few oil leaks here and there. I do know the vacuum unit on the distributor is not working because she's idles a little bit lumpy, but if you take the pipe off the inlet, the old vacuum pipe that comes off the inlet manifold, block it up, she runs quite nicely at idle when she's warm. So yeah, but that is all really not relevant because this engine will be coming out. I've got a 2 litre Pinto out the back ready to go in it. It's a 205 block. Gonna do the usual stuff: high lift cam, porter head, and 6 and twin 40s on it. So yeah, get them tuned up. Hopefully she'll be a nice little runner. Got a full exhaust system coming for it as well. I believe it's an Ashley competition job. Got it used off Facebook Marketplace. Good old Facebook Marketplace, gotta love it. But yeah, what I was on about with the extent of my problems under here is I believe it's had a brake fluid leak at some point, and it's leaked all over the chassis leg and the bulkhead and stuff. You can just see under here. There you go, the front paint is all coming off and stuff. So once I've got the engine out, I'm gonna give the engine bay a good clean up and a fresh lick of paint under here. Again, it will just be rattle can. I'm not looking for this car to be a concourse car at all. I just want it to be a usable classic. I love old Fords. I've done for a long time. So yeah, I think got the skills to hopefully get this car back on the road. But yeah, the other thing I've got to sort out under here is this wiring. It's all looking a bit sorry for itself. You can see on the section that goes through into the car, it looks like there's been a short there at some point, and the outer sheathing of the wiring has actually started to melt. So I'm either going to take the whole loom out of the car when I've got the engine out and then replace sections of it myself, or you can buy a replacement loom. There's a website online, and they ask you to send those molded plugs because they use the casings of them, so it looks original afterwards. So yeah, that's another option. But yeah, that's about it under here. Obviously, once I've got the engine out, I'll take the heater box out as well, because I know that they could be lurking some nasties under there. Saying that though, it doesn't actually look too bad. You know, usually the battery trays all rotten out, and down there, yes, it doesn't look the best, but it could look a lot worse. So yeah, I think as these old Cortinas go, could be doing a lot worse. Yeah, so that's around about it really. Let's know what you think in the comments if you've got any advice. Obviously, apart from take it to the scrapyard, because I'm definitely not doing that. We'll probably be listening to that advice. Well, one thing I didn't mention as well is I've got 5-speed Type 9 gearbox to go in as well, which I need to buy a different prop for, which fortunately are readily available on eBay, which is awesome. if you have any parts that you think might aid me in my, should we say, rolling? No, it's not really a restoration at all. It's more of a resurrection, isn't it? Yeah, let's call it that. Yeah, any parts that would help me in my resurrection of the old Mk5 Cortina you might think I might find of interest, then yeah, please do reach out, send us a comment, drop us an email. The email address will be in the description. It's ordergear, some idea YouTube at gmail.com, but using all the first letters, so ATGSIYT@gmail.com. I think that's right. If I've done that in one go, I'm really impressed. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Have I bitten off more than I could chew? Do you think I've got the skills to sort it out? I hope I have. Yeah, but apart from that, that's it for now. Thanks again for watching All the Gear Some Idea. See you soon.